I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to do a series, and I beg of you, follow the series one after the other. And this is the first one. I want to share with you my experiences in trying to make people do better. I have been into capacity building for years. And I will quote one book written by Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, People's Republic of Nigeria. I read it in 1978 or 79. I think I was 19 years old or 20 years old. Can you imagine a 19-year-old boy, 20-year-old boy reading Awolowo's book? And in one of those books, he said that if you pick pebbles in a glass container and you shake the container, that the big pebbles will be on top and the small pebbles will be below. And then turn the bottle upside down, and so that the small pebbles are on top. Shake the container again, the small pebbles will percolate down, and the small pebbles will lift the big pebbles up. Every person will eventually settle at the level of his mind, the level of the development of his mind. And the development of his mind is a measure of how much wisdom, information, skill, teachings that he internalizes, analyzes, and then practicalizes. So there are people, when you talk to them, they are walls. See this wall behind me? When you talk to them, they echo back. You talk to them, they stone you back. Like what I do on this platform, I have received testimonies from all over the world. When I say all over the world, small-minded, evil, and wicked people get angry. It's from all over the world. I've received phone calls from all over the world today, from different continents. And so people comment what we are doing. They will say their lives have been liberated, this and that. But there are walls here. When I make a post, they will bounce what I've said back to me. Select one line that affects their poverty, affects their mediocrity, affects their unwillingness to progress. And then they will retort to me. They will return and try to criticize my person. I don't have anything with you. I have lived my life. I've lived my life. Far. So there are people, as you want to train them, mentor them, as you tell them something, they will come back. I had a young man working with me in one of my businesses. He trained as a carpenter. I'm not sure he completed it. I found a job for him. They were paying him with solar energy in the place, water, large expanse of 25 acres where he could farm, do all kinds of things, live comfortably. He will never ever follow my instructions. And thieves went there, vandalized the place. The place is owned by my friend. Thieves went there and vandalized the place. And I had warned him, being in that place, warned him. They vandalized things of close to $500,000. Within that space of time, I told him, don't leave there. Thieves have a way of coming back. He traveled. And before he came, I replaced him. Somebody else is there with his family. He farms in the place, fishes in the place, sets trap for bushmeat in the place. Recently, the person called me that he was coming to give me 5 measures of gari. I told him I have a small family, you have a bigger family. I don't need the gari, eat it, and I have gari. So, the same place, different people, different results. And I can't help him beyond his willingness to be helped. And he can't make me feel guilty. One thing I do, I practice the anaconda principle. Anaconda is a big snake. It cannot run fast. What it does is that it just coils. When you enter the trap, it will squeeze you and swallow you. When I'm counseling you and I'm giving you wisdom, if you refuse to take, if you are close to me, I will wait for you. When you fall into the trap, I will squeeze you. I don't ever feel guilty. I don't feel sad. No. I have my life to live. I had the option of being a terrible fellow, criminal, terrible fellow. But I chose to listen to wisdom, listen to counsel, gather information, still with my eyes, and get to this level. You can't eat my cake. Eat your cake and eat my own. Listen, particularly those of you in the diaspora. You can't help all your relatives. You can't help every person. After some time, leave them alone. You got to leave them alone. Hey. You remember that? You got to leave them alone. Anywhere you see your children, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Anywhere you see bad people, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Anytime you see mumu people, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Because if you give precious things to swines, they will trample upon them and attack you. Anywhere you see mumu people, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Anywhere you see Chris people, leave them alone. I am Dr. Charles Apoki. I am not normal. Really, I agree, I'm not normal. But I have a training coming up, a webinar on the 13th and on the 14th of September, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Send me a message on +234 7052 136763 and I will send you the flyer. People are registering from all over the world. If you vex, I is happy. God bless you.